Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in. Check out your boy, P Funk, thinking right out here in my lab in the wee hours of the morning, the way I like to do what I do. It's 4:44. Okay, fours across the board. I got a nice lesson for you today. We seem to forget stuff that I was raised on. What happened? When did we lose our morals, ethics, and self-respect and respect for others? I didn't get the memo, but I don't see us doing that. So let's talk about it. I got a little attitude, so I might rant a little bit, get a little off my chest, but let's bring it back. Let's go. Radisms, 25 reasons live by. Storytelling, story with a message. There's always a message in my stories for life. I give life lessons. You tune in and receive them. I appreciate you. We got a good thing going. Let's do what we do. Right thinking mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate you, the individual, to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline. Practice daily will help and guide you to obtain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. My mission is that all right thinkers know thyself. If you're a right thinker, your goal is to know thyself. See where we're going with this? Let's get that together. So I asked the question, do you know you? You will when I'm through. That's what I do for you. It's rhetorical, but if you don't have an answer for yourself, tune in. I got you. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Disregard them. Don't be them. A person who knows and knows that they know, who knows not that they know, is simple, but you can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. It's okay. A person who knows not and believe and think that they know is dangerous, avoid them. I do. A person who knows and knows not that they know is spiritually asleep. I can awaken them. I'm the spiritual alarm clock here to wake you up with knowledge of self. That's what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers know thyself and to my be true. Right thinkers, P Funk philosophy says, right thinking philosophy is all about teaching morals, ethics, self-respect, and respect for others. That's our code as a people. We should practice it. We lost it. When did we lose our code of morals, ethics, and self-respect and respect for others? We showing a lack of self-respect and a lack of self-knowledge. Those are bad qualities. They don't lead to good endings. When I was young, okay, now he was who he was, but the ethics was still installed. Morals, ethics, self-respect, and respect for others. I was taught that at home, in my household. And when I was young, we was taught that at home. Respect for others, self-respect, handle your business. Yes, sir. No, ma'am. Those are qualities that we was raised on to make you a decent person. Those are things that help you become a better person. But because we have a lack of it, we see a lot of bad people, a lot of ignorance going on. And we, at one time, we used to hold ourselves accountable to a higher standard to use and show our morals and ethics and self-respect. When daily, you had to practice that. You had to live it. So that it's ingrained in your brain. So it becomes natural. Muscle memory is automatic. But if you don't learn these qualities and you live by, if we don't learn and we show we're not learning these qualities because we're not living by them, it will continue to what? We will continue to suffer and keep crying about the same thing that we suffer from, that we causing our own suffering, aka we fetter ourselves by doing dumb stuff, bad stuff, and wonder why we're not getting better. I'm seeing less and less of these qualities in our young people today, and it's scary. It is scary. I'm just saying, as a teacher and somebody who wants good things and prosperous, I'm not seeing that happening. And that's what I'm upset about. That's the rant. Of course, I'm seeing stuff that we keep playing this game. We're not going to win. Okay, we're not going to be successful. being dumb, ignorant, and all we want to do is hoop and holler, rant, and rave for views. I'm a teacher. I can't get 20 students. But thousands of people watch that nonsense. But I digress. Moving on. Again, I see it. I'm involved in it. I just know how to deal with it now a lot better. And one time I'd be cussing, ranting and raving about nobody supporting me, nobody tuning in. I ain't got time for that. I'm a teacher. I just teach. I have a platform. I'm good with that. But I'm seeing less and less of the qualities from our young people, and that's not good. That's all I'm saying. It's our job as a parent, as a teacher, and educator. It's our job to teach and show our young generation to know about what? Having morals, ethics, self-respect, and respect for others. We institute that in the household. When I was coming up, it was. I did it in my household. Told my son, I'm giving you what my parents gave me. It was good enough for me. I think it's good enough for you. And guess what? He giving it to his kids. So yeah, it's still going. Good stuff, make tradition. Bad stuff, cut it out. Stop it. It's simple. Stop that lifestyle. Okay, well, we got a new thing going. I got my own thing going now. This is mine. I got this. And we ain't got no criminals, no drug dealers, no gangsters, no killers, none of them nonsense. We got good people. Ain't nothing wrong with being a good person. That's what I advocate. Why? That's what I am. Moving on. And if we taught our young early, they won't know. If we don't, they won't know what we don't teach or show them. We are the leaders, and it starts with us. And we drop the ball, obviously, because if our younger generation ain't getting it, that means we didn't do our job. If our young people don't see morals, ethics, self-respect, and respect for others from us, where are they going to get it from? Just saying. And I'm seeing young, disrespectful people getting away with being disrespectful young. So that means as they grow, they're only going to get more disrespectful. If we don't change our young people's way of life to live right and to be better, we're going to suffer another generation of what? Bad living. Okay? And it's not going to get better if we don't they're not going to help us. We got to help us. Okay? We all we got. I'm a Cash Money brother. That sounds good, but we ain't doing what we need to do for each other. Moving on. Some of us want to be with them. Some of us think they're going to. Moving on. I ain't got time for that. The point is, I don't see the ethics and the moral codes in our neighborhoods like it was when I was coming up. We at least have respect for our elders, show respect for authority. It's like 2 in the morning. But when you have learned these qualities when you're young, these qualities of being a good person, showing respect, having moral conduct, conducting yourself, and being respectful to others and respecting others. We don't do that now. We just do whatever we want to do. No respect for nothing. Authority, forget authority. They could care less about authority. Elders, what's an elder? They ain't no respect. Crossing the old lady across the street, I actually did that. Okay? Moving on. When your moral code is of high standards and ethics, which is you have self-respect, you show respect to others, that makes you a good person. That's what we want. That's the kind of people we want. Good people just doing the right thing. And with ethics, you will do what's right. You'll do the right thing for what? The right reasons, which is that blessings. If you do right, I'm telling you that for longer. I'm not a preacher. I'm not here to preach to you about how good God is. No, I can tell you what you need to do, and you will find out how good God is for yourself. With self-respect, you will hold yourself. Damn somebody else. I could care less about what somebody else do or don't do. No, I hold myself to a higher standard, and that's being accountable for what I say and what I do. I just talked to my daughter, who's a professor at Stanford University. I don't have to put it out there like that, but yeah, she said, Pop Smurf, I got a problem. I said, I know, you calling me. We converse, we go back. But when she called, that means she wants to talk. We spent over an hour, okay? And I love, she take notes. She asks questions. The last time we talked, she still got the notes from that conversation. And she said, Papa Smurf, you always give me good life lessons. That's why I love you. I appreciate you. And you always make me proud about what? Doing the things you need to do. And when you are in need of something, you know where to go. She said, you ain't let me down yet. And I ain't planning on to. But when she called, I answered. And we talked. I gave her good advice. She's in the professor field where they got still ideas. She do pick whatever. I said, okay, but I just give you life lessons. All right. One lesson I gave her. This lesson to my daughter. I'm sure she had but this time I made it specific. If what they say don't match what they do, don't trust them. You trust the people whose words match their actions. She said, oh, I never thought about it like that. Yeah, okay, now look at it and think about it. And she'll take it. I know she'll use it the way it's intended, and she'll benefit from it. That's what you do by learning. That's how you teach. You're young. You get it. She's 40 years old. She's still calling me for advice in life. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. That's my point. And when you have self-mastery, okay, self-mastery is mastering those qualities for yourself that you learned from somebody else, aka your parents, by living them in your life, making it happen for yourself. What? Be your best self. I always made a moral code and ethics code, and I have self-respect, and I also show respect to others. Those are helpful qualities that help me be a better me. I was in prison, showing respect. I was in the game, showing respect. Why? Because I know the qualities that just stopped me from doing bad stuff at that time. No, but it held me accountable to be what? A good drug dealer. I don't know about nothing. I never ripped nobody off. I never beat. No. Everything was business. I took care of that. I was a good businessman. Why? I knew how to take care of business. It wasn't personal. So, but the personal stuff is qualities of an individual. I taught my kids that. I practiced that because it was taught to me. I'm not seeing it, what's going on now today. That's all I'm saying. But again, those qualities that I teach from my right thinking philosophy daily, again, I'm trying to get you morally correct, set standards, ethics for yourself. That's what my philosophy is, standing on what's right. That's it. And you can do that if you learn what's right, if you're shown what's right, if you want to learn what's right, you put forth the effort. Okay? And anything that you don't put effort in won't happen. Moving on. That's why I teach these qualities that I was raised with. I taught it to my children, and I'm going to teach it to any young generational, any of my niece and nephew. They all get the same thing from Uncle Mark. Okay? I keep it real. Okay? And I'm very disciplined. And again, life lessons. I want you to be your best self. These are things that you need to learn to master to do just that. Self-mastery is learning from somebody who knows, and you adopt it, and you practice it, and then you master it, and you want to give it to somebody else too. I'm just a link in the chain of knowledge, okay? My daughter said the best thing. She said, Papa Smurf, you really smart. Not scholarly. I don't give a damn, but I'm smart in life, and that's what I appreciate. So, right thinkers, again, you have a moral code. You have life lessons that you have to learn for yourself and live by them to master yourself. Those are qualities that masters have. Yeah. When I went to culinary arts, they taught you how to season the meat, take care of the meat, prepare the food. They gave you a lesson. And now you add to it your little whatever it is you do. Okay? I do that with everything. I'm going to put mine on it. Okay? I'm going to put my little twist to it. Simple as that. To make it what? Mine. If I do it the way you do it, it's yours. But if I put my way to it, then it becomes mine. I practice my philosophy. I call it right thinking philosophy. Why? Put a twist to it. Simple. Okay. How about this? The FDA said you can't claim something if what you claim it ain't 50% of what you claim. Cheese. They can't. You don't get many people making cheese. Why? They got a whole bunch of other stuff that's going in it, and it's more than 50%. So they got to call it slices, craft, singles. They can't call it cheese. You know that? Again, the FDA doing a decent job, but they really get black people. But we, as a people, need to get better at what we need to do for ourselves. Better decision makes a better life. Moving on. And when you practicing how to be a good person, that's bettering yourself anyway. And again, when your code of ethics, when you live by a code of ethics and you have self-respect, that means you're living right daily. You're doing the things that show people you have moral and ethics is up on point, and you're doing the things that you need to do for you mainly, and people will see and recognize that. Just like they recognize the ignorance, they see that too. Okay, they might not say much to you about it, but they talk about you behind your back like crazy. Moving on. And I haven't heard many preachers preach about living a moral, ethical, self-respectful lifestyle. That's serving God. You serve God by doing those things. But again, I'm gonna get that fly. God damn it. Excuse me. But we'll be okay down the bottom. I'm almost done. Excuse me. Again, I hear the preachers, but I don't hear good preaching leading the kids or leading the young generation in a positive manner. Y'all want them to just follow you because you do as I say. That's not parenting. When you live a morally correct lifestyle, you will what? Always receive blessings. Trust me on that one. I don't give a crap what religion you follow, who you claim. When you living right, good things happen to you. I've proven that myself. So I'm not just gaslighting you or blowing smoke. No, I ain't trying to say no. Do right, live right. Show your higher self that you are under what? His tutelage. And he'll reward you. When you're doing what you want to do, he don't even mess with you. Y'all praying, God ain't listening to you. Moving on. Why? You ain't listening to him. That's obvious. Moving on. Wrap it up. Again, I appreciate you tuning in. Let me wrap it up for you. Let's raise our young people's consciousness along with their morals, their ethics, and their self-respect. That's what we do as parents in every nursery, every educating process of young kids. That should be the format. And when you see it being done, it's a beautiful thing. Ain't nothing like seeing good raised children being themselves. Seeing them nasty bad, I can't stand that. And now you got a bunch of them. Jeez. We don't preach morals. We don't teach morals. And we don't practice them. What the hell? When did being morally correct, lose its luster? Sorry, I get excited. But we don't preach morals, and we sure don't live by them. But it's a quality that builds character that we should practice daily. We don't. We not. This is the result. Simple as that. Right thinking philosophy combines all of these life qualities that you need to master for yourself to what? Know thyself. You know you know him. If you know him, you know you. But you got to put the work in to do that. It don't just happen. Some people, I'm waiting for what? Christ coming back. Jesus going, what the hell? So, no. Get busy. Okay, get busy living or get busy dying. Don't make a difference to the philosophy. And I'm just letting you know that's where I'm at. I teach the qualities that will add and better yourself in your life if practiced. I practice it for that reason and have been for years. Right thinkers, we work on ourselves. What? To improve ourselves, to be what? Our best self. If you just start out being your best, that means you got work to do. I'm putting in my work every day for what? To improve myself, to be great. By using my life lessons that I teach, I also practice. So I'm on my journey too. I ain't telling you to walk this way. I'm walking the same walk you walking. Might be a little ahead of you, but I'm on the same road. If you going where I'm going, come on, keep coming. Don't worry about it. Why? I know where I'm going. Your boy Trump. I know what I'm doing. Your boy said, bullshit. Bullshit. No, I tell you, I know what I'm doing. There ain't no bullshit. All right, let me wrap it up again. I appreciate you tuning in. That guy's off the hook. I don't even want to. I refuse to do a lesson about that. So I got to just every now and then interject. But I'm not gonna do that. Okay. Wrapping up again, I appreciate you tuning in. I don't know how or know when we lost these qualities, but I'm trying to bring them back. Anybody with me? Get on the bandwagon. Let's start teaching our young people moral ethics, self-respect, and respect for others. That's my new mission. I'm on it. Hope y'all join me. Why? Because it's much needed. So I'm gonna get it started. Now you want to get behind me? You're welcome. But I'm doing what I got to do for those who need what I do for them. In closing, right thinkers, may you all live to be 100. Me, 100 minus a day. So I never know that my right thinkers who now understand a little more about morals, ethics, self-respect, and respect for others have passed away. Do those things before you pass away, and you get to live another day.